Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, the laws of the universe, and how to reach your fucking dreams. Okay? In this episode, we're going to talk about the Edinburg Lectures on Mental Science by Thomas Troward, the last chapter, XV1, the Spirit. XV1, that is X is 10, V is 5, 1 is 16. Chapter 16. Okay? Now, before we get started, you must be ready to learn. So ask yourself, am I ready to learn and apply? If you're not ready to learn and apply, do not watch this. It's not going to benefit you, okay? Because you're not putting your mind in that direction to benefit you. Number two, are you ready to be the highest version of yourself? Ask yourself, am I ready to be the highest fucking version of myself? Okay? If you're not ready to be the highest version of yourself, meaning following your desires, your heart, then you still got to do some inner work, okay? And that's totally fine. But you're not ready, so do not watch this. But if you are ready to reach your dreams, the highest version of yourself, let's get started. So this is the final chapter of the book, and it might be like one of the smallest chapters. I know there's another one. I think Intuition is another small chapter. Because I think this book is meant to teach us how to use the universal mind or the spirit, right? To use the spirit, infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it, the higher power, the super conscious, God, right? So we're on God. And one thing we do know about God, as Thomas Troward outlines here, and in the first bullet point is, metaphorically speaking, because it's a book, there's no bullet points. Creative. God is creative. I'm going to use the word God, okay? I'll use them interchangeably with universal mind. God is creative. The universal mind is creative, okay? Its purpose is to give life, and once it gives life, it wants it to have the best conditions. That's why every living thing you see evolves. It evolves, okay? Little organisms turn to complex organisms, from the sea to the land to the air. Even ourselves, we're fucking reaching into space. Well, we already reached into space. So we're always expanding for more. Okay, and this is what he says in his words. Quote, the spirit of life seeking expression in individual lives, meaning you, can have no other intention towards them than that they have life and that they might have it more abundantly. To suppose the opposite would be a contradiction in terms. All right. Now, so we're going to talk about the principles, right? Quote, but in the realm of principles, the purely affirmative and life-giving nature of the all-originating spirit is an unavoidable conclusion. Okay, the affirmative and life-giving nature of the universe is life-giving, okay? So the opposite of life is death, destruction, okay? The universe is harmony. Okay, I'm bringing in the harmony because this is a very short chapter. He doesn't talk about harmony, but it's harmony. Look at the planets, harmony. Look at the atoms, harmony, okay? And that becomes beauty, okay? That is seen as beauty. Look at the sunset, look at the stars, beautiful. Creativeness is beautiful, okay? It's love and it's creative and beautiful, okay? Love, creative, and beautiful. But he focuses on two things. He tells us that life or spirit is expressed through love, because that's no other way to explain, giving you love and best conditions for growth and more life. Okay, so that's love. And beauty, okay? He doesn't go into beauty, but I explain to you why beauty, okay? So I'm gonna quote him right now when he's trying to give us the operation of the spirit, right? So in addition of it operating as being creative, it is this, okay? Now, by what name can we call such an inherent desire to add to the fullness of any individual life? That is, to make it stronger, brighter, and happier. If this is not love, then I do not know what else it is. And so we are philosophically led to the conclusion that love is the prime moving power of the creative spirit. Okay. If he doesn't know what else to call it, we could call it life force. Love is life force. Life force is love. You know, we're trying to give it a term to understand it, right? What else are we gonna call it? It operates in this manner, in this kind manner. Okay, in life givingness, and wants to make us stronger, brighter, and happier. Now, this is very he's short on here, but I've read his book, so I know what he's saying. Quote, but expression is impossible without form. Okay, so how is love expressed? What form then should love give the vehicles of its expression? What form should the vehicles that give love? Okay, what form should they have? By hypothesis of the case, it could not find self-expression in forms that were hateful or repugnant to it. Okay. So things that hate love, things that do not like love or kindness or givingness. Okay, things that are repugnant to it. Okay. So I'm gonna say that again. By hypothesis, or we're looking at the opposite, right? By the hypothesis of the case, it could not find expression in forms that were hateful or repugnant to it. Therefore, the only logical correlation of love is beauty. Okay, because love expresses kindness. You know, it's gentle. It's beautiful, right? When you express love, it's beautiful. It feels good too. So, and the opposite of hate is like disgust, like just ugliness. You know, like it's on the opposite end. You know, so look at the opposite ends of terms. And they're synonyms, things that sound like it. Okay, so that's why we have the only logical correlative of love is beauty. Beauty is not yet universally manifested for the same reason that life is not, namely, lack of recognition of its principle. But that the principle of beauty is inherent in the eternal mind is demonstrated by all that is beautiful in the world in which we live. These considerations show us that the inherent nature of the spirit must consist in the eternal interaction of love and beauty as the active and passive polarity of being. Okay. So love and beauty, active and passive polarity, meaning, so it is active, something that's always in operation, right? It's eternal because it's from the spirit, the universal mind, love and beauty. Okay. And the active and passive polarity of being. So the polarity of being is just existing. Okay, physically. Okay. So it's just passive polarity, meaning the subconscious mind is passive. It's like just automatic, the law of tendency. So you'll see it automatically in the universe, like in the stars, the sunset, as I mentioned, you'll see it expressed in its polar opposite, which is the physical. Okay, and it does it just automatically. You know, you look at a cat, it's so beautiful. Its eyes, its ears. I love you, Bubba. He's a cat. He started looking at me. I love you, Bubba. I'm saying how handsome you are. You know, your beautiful ears, your beautiful eyes, your beautiful legs. Handsome. You know, Destiny 2, wherever she's at. Beautiful. Look at her line. Look at its majestic form and power. Okay. It's just passive. Okay. That just happens in all life, you know. It has its beauty to it. Has its organization to it. Its harmony to it. Harmony. It's an organization, right? Organism. Okay. Solar system. There's organization, there's system, there's connectedness, and we're all connected. Okay. Now, this is a very, very important quote. By training our thought to habitually dwell on the duality of the originating forces of love and beauty, the intuition is rendered more and more sensitive to ideas emanating from the supreme source, and the imagining faculty is trained in the formation of images corresponding to such ideas. So if we focus on these ideas of beauty and love, we'll be more linked to the universal mind. Okay, and he also says that it's very important that we train ourselves. He doesn't tell us how we can train ourselves in, the recognition of the spirit through love and beauty, but we can ask ourselves using the law of polarity. Ask a question: how can I get more in touch with love and beauty? Okay, how can I get more in touch with love and beauty? How can I get more in touch with love and beauty? So you write that down. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, how can I get more in touch with the concept of love and beauty? Okay, so you allow that to sink in, it'll come out. What's coming to me? How can I get in touch with the concept of love and beauty? How can I get more in touch with the concept of love and beauty? And the originating spirit. How can I get in touch with the concept of love and beauty and the originating spirit? How can I get more in touch with the concept of love, beauty, and the originating spirit? Comment below if you have an answer, so we can develop and grow together and become more closer to God and our powers to manifest. Have beautiful things around you. That's coming to me. Have beautiful things around you. Love. Be loving. Be kind. Being kind to people. That's how you can get in connection. Despite them not being kind to you or not responding to you, sometimes they're just stuck in their vibration. So you just say hi, good morning, and just be kind and loving. Give them good love, You'll feel bad if you don't, because I did that recently. I think I did it too. I don't know why I did it, because I think I spoke too loud or yelled too loud. I wrote it in my book. Oh, yeah. I responded with loud energy because I felt the vibe was off. The person's vibe was off. So I was like, hey, kind of just like, I don't know. It was just kind of like a reaction type of thing. But I guess what my mind was telling me, my subconscious mind was telling me, all right, there's a weird vibe coming in. And so I responded with, okay, I'm just going to say hello. I said hello, but I said it kind of loud. So I should say it with a love, not just being loud just to be loud. But so I guess that was more of a defense mechanism. Kind of like when when you see a bear, be loud, but I just did it subconsciously. Something was kind of bugging me, so I wrote about that. So it was going back to being loving, being kind. Be kind, be loving from where you stand. Okay, I'm not perfect. That's why I'm sharing this. I'm not perfect. So to be connected more with love, you be kind, because kindness is an expression of love. Okay, be kindness to all, everything and everyone. Okay, don't even cuss at things that are things like a bowl or your TV or something like that. Don't cuss at it. Don't talk bad to it. The universal mind is in it. The universe is in everything. Don't do that. Okay, and then have beautiful things. To be more connected with beauty, just have more beautiful things around you. Make yourself more beautiful. Okay, have beautiful things around you and make yourself more beautiful. Wow, so that was good. Okay, so I'm gonna end this here because it's a short chapter and I don't want to go too much into it. So I'm gonna share a little bit of what Thomas Troward said right here, and I'll wrap it up, and we'll do a little short visualization session. So 2 more things left. Quote: our more immediate personal recognition of the all originating love and beauty will thus flow out as peace of mind, health of body, discretion in the management of our affairs, and power in the carrying out of our undertakings. I'm going to pause right here. That's because you'll get more intuition. The universe will be in touch with you and you'll hear the universe. Literally, I've heard it. Or it's my higher self for the universe, okay? Subconscious mind, the subjective mind, you'll hear it. And as we advance to a wider conception of the working of the spirit of love and beauty and its infinite possibilities, so our intuition will find a wider scope and our field of activity will expand along with it. In a word, we shall discover that our individual is growing and that we are becoming more truly ourselves than we ever were before. Okay, let me say that again. And that we are becoming more truly ourselves than we ever were before. Very, very profound. I wrote that is profound paragraph because it tells us that by recognizing the dual nature of spirit, love, and beauty, we can become more and more our true selves, more and more connected to God. Okay. So now take a deep breath. Allow yourself to relax. Spirit is already moving to and through you. It's already moving to and through you. Now it's our choice to mold it. What is it that you desire? What is it that you really, something that you really desire, okay? Let's have it now. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Relax your hands, your shoulders, your jaw, fingers, toes. Now flash that image in your mind. You have it now. What would you see if you have it now? Take a deep breath. See it now. Flash it again. Or continue to see it. Now inhale and exhale deeply. Push your stomach out a little bit when you exhale. Now open your eyes. You have it now. And just relax. Just sit in that feeling. Now manifest the words, the expression. How do I feel now that I have it? I feel, okay? You can write it down as well. If you like writing, makes you feel better if you write it. I feel X, right? Write it down, okay? I hope you like this one. You can pause this right here and you can do it again for your other goals, okay? And then sit in the feeling, okay? Now, so the episode is over. If anybody came to mind, share it with them. If you like this video, like it. If you feel like commenting or you want to ask a question, you're free to do so. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notifications as well. You can get notifications on my videos. And if you don't want to, then that's fine too, okay? I love you. Until next time, peace.